2G and 2W have learned about sharing the planet. We did a special project called composting.
Composting is a way to take scraps and combine it with soil to make really healthy soil.
There are global warmings and unclean water and not enough good soil.
We need to make less garbage so plants, animals, and humans can live. We need to save the planet. Hello, and today I'm going to be talking about greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases occur when you do not compost your food scraps. They go into the landfill, mixing with other items in the landfill. Then they create a deadly gas called greenhouse gas that affects our environment, trapping lots of heat and making our polar ice caps melt. So it's very important that you reduce this by composting instead of throwing your food scraps away. Bye! Liquids from our garbage soak down through the earth and get into our drinking water and run into our rivers, lakes, and oceans. This is killing sea life, plants, animals, and making humans sick. Did you know we have a composting garden on campus? Mr. Locke, a science teacher in the high school, taught us about composting.
There are 3 things that have to be done to make compost. They are collecting food scraps, mixing it with brown material, and mixing it in the right place.
Use again and scatter into soil for the plant so that their fruit gets even fatter.
If you mix your rotting food with dried up wood and leaves, it gives worms and microbes a tasty thing to eat. And when they eat it, they digest it, and it all goes back into the soil, and we call that soil compost.
Compost. Don't throw away that food waste, make it compost. What to do with that apple core? Be compost. Eat it and just put it where it all goes. Compost. Don't get worried, just get wormy. The pieces that you wouldn't eat, the worms eat in a hurry. Give the worms a home, poke tiny holes inside a bucket, but not too big of holes, so it won't let the bugs in.
Or if you have a backyard, it isn't that hard to put your scraps in piles up in layers like a stack of cards. And if you have no backyard or live in an apartment, you can save it in your freezer, then donate it to a garden.
We took the pumpkins after Halloween. Instead of just putting them in the garbage, we composted them. It was so fun and exciting. The pumpkins were rotting and oozing, and we threw them on the ground and smashed them with our feet. And then we put them in the composting bin and shoveled them in. And it was a great way to recycle pumpkins.
Green materials such as scraps from fruit, vegetables, eggshells, coffee grounds, and tea bags are good for composting. We added the dry leaves for composting.
There are large blue bins that store materials. There are holes to let the air in. We mix the scraps and the soil using a shovel. This mixture gets hot and breaks down the materials.
Bacteria and bugs eat and break down the food scraps, turning them to healthy soils. We have a new level of worms, fly bugs,
My favorites are today build up with earthworm and funguses. We love you, decomposers.
There will be a new ASA starting next month. You can join it or you can bring scraps to put in the compost. Part to save the earth.
We wish you a Merry Compost.
We wish you a Merry Compost. We wish you a Merry Compost and a happy green earth.
We wish you a Merry Compost.
We wish you a Merry Compost
We wish you a Merry Compost
and a happy green earth. We wish you a Merry Compost. We wish you a Merry Compost. We wish you a Merry Compost and a happy green earth.
We wish you a Merry Compost. We wish you a Merry Compost. We wish you a Merry Compost.
And a happy green earth.
We wish you a Merry Compost. We wish you a Merry Compost.
We wish you a Merry Compost
and a happy green earth.